pitchforks and start your fire. Grab your loved ones and run for your lives. There's a witch among us and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, 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 away. She's been looking around, she's the talk of the town since she came here on All Hallows Eve. She'll corrupt all the women and ruin all the men before finally taking a lead. Oh, deny all you want, but I know what she's done, and I know that she's up to no good. When by calling us heathens, you're denying the demons that live in your own neighborhood. Away, just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witchy hour, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh, grab your pitchforks and start your fire. Grab your loved ones and run for your lives. There's a witch among us and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witchy hour, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Off the Grill podcast, the only show that has been referred to as a triple penetration of knowledge, humor, and timelessness. Today's a rough one. Definitely going to be a rough one. Well, actually, hopefully not. I mean, it's a rough day, but hopefully the show's not rough. And if I could fucking not be so laggy and fucking stupid looking, well, I can't help the stupid looking part, but is it this slow for you guys? Because I will just fucking kill myself on screen. Let YouTube deal with it. If that's the case. But obviously there's a reason, for playing the old Scott Hall piece there. Apparently over the weekend he had 3 heart attacks and it was on life support. Several hours ago, his family decided to take him off. Now he didn't die immediately. So that's some small hope, I suppose. Oh, the upload is almost non-existent. That's terrific. So that would explain that. Um, you know, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. This fucking internet shit. You need to let me know if it's fucking giving you issues on your end, or if it's just my computer for some reason. But I'm not gonna fucking do a show. I'll do it a different day. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know. But anyway, to try to keep my bullshit in check, and I'm thinking about his family, his friends. Kevin Nash posted on Instagram last night, which is kind of how everyone knew that they were going to pull the plug on him, and everyone kind of jumped the gun in the RIP. I'm still holding out hope that he can kick out it too. Scott Hall was one of the I'd like to say top 5. That might be overselling. He's absolutely a top 10 professional wrestlers to ever grace the earth. Great promo, great in ring, fucking, good size, charisma out the ass. But what probably he's even better at than the actual performing, the behind the scenes shit. Everyone that I've ever heard, any shoot interview, anyone that's crossed paths with him will say that he's got one of the greatest minds for the business. And just listen to him do a shoot interview, you could tell he's got fucking great ideas. Everything he makes sense. Everything he says makes sense. Um, and he's a funny dude. He's a nice dude. I met him. When was it? Shit, man, probably 5 years ago now, somewhere around there. For what I didn't know at the time was a GCW show, which is kind of embarrassing. But we didn't really stay for more than like one match, I think. But I got to meet him, and I am legitimately taller than Scott Hall. But the photo says otherwise because he was on his tippy toes, and he's also kind of like pulling me into him, which would naturally bend my spine and shorten me. God damn, he's a big fucker. It was kind of funny because I went with a couple friends, 2 of them former, but those 2 brought him, like, they fucking basically did the arm swipe on the toothpick section of the local grocery store, wherever it was, down in South Jersey somewhere. And they just brought him to him. He's like, God damn, I'm never going to have to buy these again. I assume they stayed in that building, but it was still funny to see his reaction. He's like, Jesus Christ, these fucking marks. Bunch of goddamn dorks. Yeah, it's a rough one, man. Scott Hall, I mean, like, he had his demons and shit, but he always seemed to be just a good dude whose life was just kind of marred in tragedy. I mean, just kind of fucking moving around as much as he did as a child, military brat, I guess, right? Is that what they call him? I don't care. And then the justified homicide, I think in his early 20s, I think before he actually became a wrestler outside a nightclub in Miami, I believe. And just fucking the business, and it just got easier to, different era of guy, human, where it's easier just to fucking pop a couple somas and, drink a bottle of whiskey than talk about your feelings. So yeah, I told you guys to tell me if it sucked, and then I haven't looked. Picture is laggy. Okay, as long as the audio's fine, I don't really care that much. All right, so Dan, I got your question saved. I just want to catch up with the chat quick, and then we'll get to that. Oh, we got Mike the Fifth, real Fifth Beatle in the house. America's Daylight Savings brought me here. That's cool. Only a 4-hour difference for the next week. Then we move forward an hour. Oh, you guys just do it at a different time? That's weird. I think we should get rid of that fucking shit altogether. We'll talk about that in a second. I got that on my list. There's another one. Dan's the only one. Brings questions. Oh, we got Lauren with a nice question. Good to see you, Lauren. I get this queued up. Billy says, rest in peace, Scott Hall. I don't know that he's dead, though. Like, last I saw, and granted that was at least an hour ago, I got caught up in shit that he was still alive, just, just off life support, but that he kept breathing once they did that. So, I mean, motherfucker, man, if anyone can kick out of that, it's fucking Scott Hall. You can't kill the bad guy. But, yeah, so apparently, yeah, because Billy brings this up. He had gotten a hip replacement, I think, within the last couple weeks, and blood clot kind of fucking is what triggered those heart attacks, and I didn't know this, but apparently the older you get, like the tougher it is, like the more dangerous it is, I guess, to have your hips or knees replaced. I think it's hips more than knees, but so that's something for you to take into consideration, Billy, if you're having hip issues. Get that fixed ASAP. Because you got about a year before you might as well just forget about it there, big guy. Big guy. Jamie Hart, hello. Good to see you. Lauren says, no, you look perfect. Better than ever. Well, that's so sweet. Yeah, this is really fucking annoying how slow this is going. The lagginess is driving me up a fucking wall. I mean, thank God the fucking audio is fine, apparently, but yeah, like my download speeds, I had 200 megabits per second. And it's finally now pushing up to 10 for the upload. It was at like 0.8 before, so maybe it's getting a little better. I don't know. I'm going to just throw this fucking laptop and burn my house down. Yeah, Jamie says, she can hear me fine. The picture's laggy, no big deal. And Mike says he's amazed he lasts this long given his lifestyle. And that's kind of the thing with that 10.9. That's still fucking garbage. Like, I notice it a lot. Like Sam Kinnison's a big example of people that like especially celebrities, I guess. I mean, I'm sure it happens to like regular folk too, but some folk will never lose a toe. But like they get clean, after these fucking outrageous drug issues, and I feel like Farley relapsed. I feel like I think he had kind of gotten his shit together and then just fucking went too hard, too quick, and yeah, that's what did him in. But like Kinnison kind of got his shit together and then just car crash, I believe, right? But Scott Hall got his shit together, and luckily, we got almost 10 years of clean or sober or in recovery, whatever the fuck. All that shit's goofy to me. it's different. Like, gotta put a name on it and say things about it. But he did get his shit together. And then maybe he relapsed. So there's always rumors of, oh shit, he's off the wagon, blah blah blah. But at least he wasn't showing up to fucking shows doing. But and Dan says Scott changed the business. If not top 10 or top 5, definitely top 10. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with that. Mike says ladder match at WrestleMania 10. Not a big fan of that match. As blasphemous as this sounds, I like the SummerSlam 95 one a lot better. It's a more interesting match because they couldn't use the ladder as a weapon. I think that's overblown. I think, honestly, Shawn and Brett had a better ladder match than Shawn and Razor at Mania 10. And better than all of them to me is The Rock versus Triple H at SummerSlam 98. But that might just be because that's one of the first matches I saw of The Rock's. Audio is perfect. Fucking A. Oh, cable channel 11. What's up, Jess Graham? Dan says it's nice that when we gain an hour of sleep, but if we didn't fucking do this daylight savings nonsense in the first place, you'd never lose an hour of sleep. You would just adjust to it, and that would be the way it was for the rest of the time. It's an antiquated old fucking pile of bullshit. We'll get there. We'll get there. Billy says, God damn it. Yeah, the fucking comments don't even come up. He has a pacemaker, an internal defibrillator. That's all that's keeping him alive. Yeah, okay. I didn't think about that. I think I knew it, but yeah, it's... Oh, Mikey. What's up, Mikey? Yeah, fuck these comments. They're not going on the screen. It's taking too fucking long, and it's driving me nuts. Howdy, Ben Grimm. What's going on? Orc in the house. What's up, brother? And Billy says it's always tougher to get any surgery the older you get. Okay. Jay says, what's up, Poindexter? And guess what that gets you? Blocked. You're blocked. You can't watch my fan film. Orc with a great question that, again, I fucking stupid and don't know when to stop clicking on things. He asks, did you download any porn lately? No, I haven't, because porn is immoral. It's for the devil. So another one from Mikey. Questions. I got a bunch of questions. Jay is a noob is probably the most accurate thing that I've ever seen in the comments. Shouts out Orc for that one. All right. So we'll get to Lawrence first. We'll get this one out of the way. Question: what is your take on the Riemann hypothesis? My take is it's a bunch of German gobbledygook, and I bet he was a fucking Nazi. He can beat it. I hope you like the answer. Dan, we'll get this one out of the way. He asks, stop clicking on him. Does Cody show up on Raw tonight in Jacksonville? And my answer to that is I don't give a fuck. I truly could not care less about what Cody fucking Rhodes does in the WWE, in AEW, in Ring of Honor, in New Japan. I don't care. He's fucking boring. He's like a middle of the pack fucking guy at the very best. He's not interesting. And his wife's a cunt. Had to take the shot because I'm a bad person. Stop. It's such fucking muscle memory to click on these stupid fucking things. Dan asks, what is your favorite Scott Hall match / moment? I mean, I legitimately love his fucking Hall of Fame speech, the whole thing. You know, because it's absolutely it's Scott Hall through and through. Even he went in as Razor Ramon. It doesn't matter. That fucking last line, man, he hits it perfect. It's so fucking poignant, and I do love that. Um, the whole, as much as the match wasn't great, the Scott Hall Stone Cold rivalry was fucking sweet. Um, say what you will about how the NWO kind of fizzled out quickly in WWE, but they came in with a lot of fucking momentum and they all looked like killers. You know, even Hogan, who I've never been a fan of. Um, and I mean, fuck, dude, the initial WCW invasion promo is is for sure a top 5 wrestling moment all time. You know, that's when Dan talked about how Scott changed the business. That's one of the fucking like the biggest ways, that whole storyline. And if you didn't have a guy that good to fucking kind of kick it off, it doesn't go over as well as it did. You know, and then you had fucking Big Daddy Cool, you know, a couple months after that to fucking up the coolness factor, just you know, just immeasurably, really. Um, and it's dumb, but the fuck is it called? The crybaby match he had with the 1-2-3 Kid. It's stupid, but it's fucking fun. You know, it's that awful mid '90s WWF new generation shit. You know, there's some unintentionally cool shit there. And then Mike the Real Fifth Beatle asks my favorite wrestling drinking story. And I don't have, maybe if I can find it quick. It's a story from a Kevin Nash shoot. I think it's him. He's talking about Rick Rude. Um, give me a couple seconds if I can find the quotes. So you can't search a profile now? Is that a thing? I don't know why they can't just leave shit alone. Let's update things. There it is. They hit it. God damn it. There we go. Here it is. So this is from Nash. He said, he asked me 2 questions. The first one was, do you take pills? And I said, no. The second one was, do you smoke weed? I said, yes. So he said, I'll drive the first 30 miles long enough for my pills to kick in, and you roll as many joints as you can. Um, and like, that's just, you know, like a quote from a shoot interview. Like, it's not a whole story, but it's just like the funniest fucking thing to me. And it's such a great kind of embodiment of that era of like the backstage era of wrestling then, you know. Oh shit. Corey Ross, what's up? Oh, Jay's crying because he can't watch my fan film. Ian says they just changed his name to Gunther. I don't know who you're referring to in that capacity. Jamie has a question. She asks, do you dip pizza in blue cheese? And the answer to that is a resounding yep. Dan says he dips his in ranch. And as long as that's all you're dipping in ranch is pizza, I think I can fucking let that slide. I'm not a fan of ranch, but I mean, I guess that's all right. Like I've done it. Um, when I was homeless, I would buy the little ranch cups at the 7-Eleven to take care of the rest of that pizza if I didn't finish it all and it got cold. I would just take them. I wouldn't pay for them either because fuck them. I'm not paying 50 cents for a fucking 2-ounce cup of ranch. Or $1. They weren't 50 cents. Go fuck yourself. Jamie says her cousin puts ranch on everything. Dan says the crybaby match was hilarious. Dan says, for what it's worth, they are saying Cody is at Raw. For what it's worth, I'll reiterate, I don't give a fuck. And I just like, I don't care. I don't care about WrestleMania. There's some, there's some solid matches, but yeah, I'm not like, I'm going to take off work so I can watch it. Like, I'll catch it some other time, maybe. Or I won't. Who cares? Billy says, blue cheese smells like my nutsack in the middle of summer. Well, like actual blue cheese. Yeah, like just the cheese. Sure does. I don't know. Usually it doesn't smell like anything, like a dressing. Mikey says, I'm just happy that he came out on top. Okay. On top and on his feet, not laying down due to his circumstances. 2-time Hall of Fame badass, outsiders, NWO, Wolfpack, etc. Respect. Mikey kind of fucking really summed up what it took me a half hour to say, huh? James says, pizza dipped in Rudy's blue cheese. I'm not a big fan of Rudy's, to be totally honest. It's not bad. Like, it's better than like fucking Wishbone or Ken's or something. But I think Wishbone blue cheese dressing might be the absolute worst blue cheese dressing on the planet. Lauren asks, do tardigrades make good pets? And no, they look like fucking organic robots. They're creepy. Mike says, where's Bray Wyatt right now? I don't, probably eating something or drinking something. Some fucking some really heavy beer. He's on that AEW diet there, folks, is what I'm trying to say. Even though he's not with the company, I think he's preparing. Dan says I prefer blue cheese crumbles over the dressing. Yeah, like on a salad for sure. The crumbles are nice. You know, I'd never think to put blue cheese on a fucking salad. Shout out Zoa, The Rock, Mana. It's about strength. It's about power. It's about fucking a young man in his butt. Dan says he's making a horror movie and whatever. Who cares? I like Bray Wyatt. I don't give a fuck about The Fiend. So I don't know. Like I always like Bray Wyatt. So hopefully this movie comes to fruition and it ends up being like really nice. Like something actually cool. That'd be, because he acts well enough, he could make a living doing horror movies pretty easily. Where else are we? Ben Grimm says, I like blue cheese crumbles on. Oh, I think, did I miss Holiday Styles? We got to give a shout out to Holiday. Don't see him too much around these parts, at least not live. Ben says, I like blue cheese crumbles on a burger. I do too. So long as they've been properly steamed and melted onto the fucking burger. I've been to like one place in my life and I ended up working there that actually would steam the fucking blue cheese. Every other place you get like a bacon blue burger and they just, here's your crumbles, and then everything just fucking falls off. It's common sense that they just absolutely do not have. Most places, there's laziness, lack of training, whatever the fuck it is. I hate it. It needs to stop. Steam the cheese on your burger, you dumb cunt. All of you. So this is literally 4 minutes ago breaking from WWE. WWE is saddened to learn that two-time Hall of Famer Scott Hall has passed away. WWE extends its condolences to Hall's family, friends, and fans. That's a fucking bummer. Yeah, so Corey is correct when he says that his brother just texted him and said that Scott was Corey's brother is correct. Corey was always correct. I mean, unless he's a liar, you know. His brother never texted him, but oh boy. Mikey says, watch Good Time and Uncut Gems. The Safdie brothers are fire. Only seen Uncut Gems. I like that quite a bit. One of those fucking goofy looking motherfuckers is in Licorice Pizza. Plays a homosexual. Man. Yeah, that tweet kind of fucking took the sales out of things because I mean, I've prattled on for much longer than I expected to. But I mean, if anyone deserves it. So the biggest dick in Chicago brought the St. Patrick's Day parade back over the weekend. Oh, Lori Lightfoot, the menace. The menace, Lori Lightfoot. Which that's all and good. That's fun, you know. But what's not fun and what I will not fucking tolerate is the cultural appropriation by this woman. Big as her dick might be, I will not stand for it. Walking around traditional Irish garb. I'm not allowed to wear a dashiki. She can't wear that fucking little skirt. Go make up some fake Yelp reviews again. Stupid. I couldn't find any good video of her fucking around. Plus, with the state of my internet, apparently, it's probably for the best. So, I just, cultural appropriation aside, I think she is the person that we need in charge to really right the ship. The ship that is the United States of America. Really just bring both sides together as one. And she'll fuck Putin right in the mouth. There's no doubt about it. Putin, Winnie the Pooh, they're all getting deep dick by the menace. Lightfoot 2024. I'm getting shirts printed up right now. Corey Ross says Musk versus Putin. Who you got? Yeah, my answer for everything in regards to politics now is either Logan Paul for president or Lightfoot for president. And along with that, Lori Lightfoot is just going to make a run-in on any and all political discourse and just beat the shit out of people. Not with her hands, but with that massive schlong. She's just swinging it around like a fucking billy club. She says, hit him with that stinger, Lori. Billy says, say Beetlejuice 3 times, and she goes back to limbo. I watched Beetlejuice over the weekend. Doesn't hold up. I mean, it's all right. I guess I shouldn't say it old. It's as good as it ever was, which is fine. I think too much stock gets put into it. Yeah, I mean, Michael Keaton's like the movie's fine. I like most of the performances. It's just kind of like I don't know. Winona Ryder's cool. I don't like Gina Davis though. Like I liked her in A Long Kiss Goodnight, right? Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson? I just watched it. Whatever the fuck. Lauren says he strongly agrees. Burton films don't age well. Yeah, it's the fucking the fat guy, Glenn Shaddix. I like him, and I guess I forgot that he was in Heathers because I watched that too, or we watched that. So that just kind of made me like, oh, I gotta watch Beetlejuice because she hadn't seen Beetlejuice, and now I wish that I still hadn't shown that to her. But yeah. That's where we are, I guess. So, what the fuck? We watched the Midnight Alley, whatever the fucking Nightmare Alley. That's what we watched. Nightmare Alley, ladies and gentlemen. It was fine. 2.5 hours again. I mean, I always bitch about the length of movies and shit, but it was fun. It was just like a really fucking high budget Tales from the Crypt episode. I dug it. But like as soon as Willem Dafoe started talking about like getting finding himself a geek, I'm like, oh, I know how that's gonna go. Well, Lauren, I'm talking about the 2.5 hour recent one, so that would be the remake, I would imagine, unless there's some weird time conundrum that you're dealing with. So yeah, so that was like Friday and Saturday, just different movies, just having fun, and we spent all day, pretty much the whole staff sitting in the office watching shitty movies on Amazon Prime, and there are some bad ones. I don't remember all. We tried to watch some like bullshit, some old awful Edgar Allan Poe adaptation. It was just super boring and nothing happened. Like it was so fucking boring I couldn't even like comprehend the words they were using because it's just like nothing was sticking. I think we watched 3 of them. Saturday afternoon we watched Hellraiser with the rest of the staff, and we made one of the women walk out of the office and sit in the living room in silence. Some of the fucking, I think, did it for her. She's a real old prude. We watched Lamageddon. It certainly was interesting. It's a real piece of shit, but it was funny. We also, what did we watch? Zombies. Zombies was like just fucking impossible to get through. I was just angry the whole time, and that kid's a little fucking bitch. I wanted her dead. But she somehow smashed a koala in half with a bat. All right, Mikey, take care. And if you're so inclined tomorrow, check his channel out. I think it's set for 8:30 in the Eastern Daylight Time, whatever the fuck. Check out his midnight stream. Forgot what I was talking about. So, and then my favorite of these shitty Amazon Prime movies, Bloody Bloody Bible Camp. I like that so much, and that is 10 years old this year. That will be a live commentary very soon, like in a month or two, I think. It's just like a real schlocky, kind of low budgety pile of garbage, but it was a very, very good time. I don't know why I did that. Okay, but the Bloody Bloody Bible Camp made one of the other old ladies who just kind of laughed at Hellraiser and made her leave. It was actually there's a part where the weapon of choice for the killer goes into puts the weapon into an exit only. Well, thank you. I don't want to spoil anything. That's going to be good fun for everyone involved. She had to leave at that point, and I could do nothing but laugh. Because old women are dumb. What else? So yeah, I was screaming about daylight savings time earlier. Um, being that I was at work this weekend when we went ahead, and like I got paid for an hour that I didn't actually do, so that's cool. I like that. But when I worked at the bar, I'd always take the fall hour time change or whatever the fuck when daylight savings ends. I'd always take that day off because they wouldn't pay you for that hour, that extra hour you worked. So fuck them. Find someone else to do your bullshit. But it's 2022. There's no reason for that to even exist anymore. I saw a lot of fucking Karens on Twitter bitching about the children. Won't somebody think of the children? Fuck your dumb kids. I hope they get run over in the dark. Again, it's 2022. We have these things called fucking vehicles, motor vehicles with lights and there's cell phones and flashlights and all kinds of shit. So teach your dumb fucking kid, to utilize these fucking instruments and stay alive. Listen, maybe it's tragic when a kid dies. I don't think so, but maybe I'm just fucking out of touch with reality. There's no maybe about that. But yeah, man, I just don't give a fuck about your stupid kids. And frankly, I think that if more kids died, the planet would be in better condition. Gas wouldn't be so high. I say we kill 10,000 children today as a sacrifice. So I don't have to pay fucking almost $5 a gallon for gas. I got places to go, folks. Lauren says Benny Franklin disagrees. Yeah, well, fuck Ben Franklin. And Billy comes up with this tired old argument. It's for agricultural, construction workers, etc., to get the most out of the daylight hours. Yeah, don't care. Fuck them. Figure it out. Do something else. Again, invest in some lights. We live in a fucking society. We're not fucking trying to get oxen out to the fucking field anymore. It's stupid. Jason, let's kill 20,000 old people instead. Hey, Cuomo, chill the fuck out. But I also agree. Let's kill 20,000 old folks, 10,000 kids. Let's make America great again, for real this time. But, oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of shit. Ben brought it up earlier. NFL free agency starts tomorrow, but the legal tampering period started today, I believe, at noon Eastern. So we'll I'll pull this up. See a list of free agency signings. Get the tracker up there. Boy, do I wish my fucking internet, How much fucking more am I supposed to pay for internet? Just truly don't get it, and it's driving me up a fucking wall. Um, the Bills added some kind of just underrated pieces. Tim Settle, Roger Saffold. Saffold hasn't been great, but they signed him to a 1-year deal. Hopefully, they can kind of resurrect his career. Tennessee released him earlier this month, I believe. Miami made the signing of the year when they signed Teddy Bridgewater to a 1-year deal. I hope that he plays in about 8 games. He wins his last 4, unless they're against the Jets or the Bills, and then just a different 4. Just to keep them from having like the first overall pick, but not to be good. And then also they lose to the Bills and Jets twice each. They picked up Cedric Wilson, which is a pretty solid move, I think. Jets brought back Braxton Berrios, which is probably my favorite fucking move that they've made all year. 2 years, $12 million, $7 million guaranteed. That's fucking way lower than the rumors of what his market, would command. I think he's very important for Zach Wilson. Bringing LaMarcus Joyner back is a good move. Ken Tomlinson, moving from left to right guard, coming from San Francisco. Knows the offensive scheme. I think it's fucking amazing. CJ Uzoma, that's news to me. I didn't know that earlier. So we have a fucking pretty legit tight end now, which is another thing that will be good for Zach Wilson. The Jets are taking the AFC East this year, baby. Old titty kisser Mitch Trubisky signed a 2-year deal with the Steelers. I think that might work out for fucking both sides. I think he's better off in Pittsburgh than he is in New York with the Giants, so that's good. Jacksonville, old Tony Khan, still fucking mucking shit up there. Signs Christian Kirk to a 4-year, $72 million contract. It includes $37 million guaranteed with a max value of $84 million, which Christian Kirk was the third string, or like the wide receiver 3 for the Cardinals last year. They've basically given him number 1 receiver money for no real reason at all. Evan Ingram they brought in on a 1-year deal. That's probably a solid move. They brought in Brandon Scherf, who's missed fucking 22 games in the last 4 years. Good guard when he's healthy, though. We'll give him that. And unfortunately, they also signed Foley Fatukasi, formerly of the Jets, a great interior defensive lineman. 3-year, $30 million. I can't be mad at that, man. Get your money, Foley. What is it about guys named Foley? They're so likable. Oh, shit. What other big moves happened? Mike Williams signed a 3-year, $60 million deal, but that's not a... Chargers traded for Khalil Mack over the weekend. And J.C. Jackson signed a 5-year, $82 million deal coming over from the Patriots. Chargers are loading up. That rookie contract is on its way out. So... got to load up and go for fucking... go for the old things, the words and stuff. Whatever I was saying. Oh, yeah. Got to fucking load up for the Lombardi trophy while you got Herbert on that rookie deal. Holiday Style says, I took 7 grams of mushies, hit the DMT pipe a lot, and drank everything for about 3 days. Watched Fear and Loathing, Loaded Weapon, High School High. Then played a lot of pool once my eyes refocused. Dan says, tell us who unleashed the virus, Steak. What virus are you talking about? Well, Johnny J says, Dr. Sauce, what's up, man? Good to see you, John. Lauren says, question, would you rather have Joe Biden or 2022 Cher lick the lint out of your belly button? Must choose one. 2022 Cher. As long as lick the lint out of your belly button isn't a euphemism, I don't want Joe Biden near me, like, at all. So you know, I'll take the giant half breed. All right. He says Google share 2022. I don't know. She just looks like a broad. I don't know if these. She looks fucking fake as she always has since I've been alive. I don't see what's so weird about her. I don't know. I'm not suggesting doing anything with her or to her, but oh, Brian Trash, what's up? Says howdy, Lord Steak. See, be more like Brian Trash, guys, except be on time. He says Rogers is back. Go Pack. He's back, but Devontae's not, and they're way over the cap. 50 million to a fucking prima donna that can't, show up when it fucking matters. Holiday says, I have my fun and know when to get out if the crackheads turn up. Dan says, she is a bit ghoulish. I guess that's in reference to Cher. Lauren says, have you watched any Yogi Babu films this week, Steak? You promised you would. I don't recall making any promises that I would do so, especially when both of you and Dan said that he's kind of a fucking talentless jerk off. But I do really like the idea of, for fucking whatever reason, just like the Indian people really turning my pathetic fucking life into some weird cinematic universe. Holiday says, have you seen the blonde girl from Jackie Brown these days? Miss Fonda got pregnant and said, I give no fucks anymore. I haven't seen her because just haven't come across it. But the big news from yesterday, best news I've heard all fucking off season in the NFL. The GOAT, Tom Brady, is unretiring, coming back for the 2022 season to lead the Bucs, hopefully back to the playoffs, hopefully to the Super Bowl. And then either he'll lead them there to lose to the Jets or the Bills, which is my preferred scenario, or he wins another one for Fezzi against some fucking gay AFC team like the Chiefs or Chargers or someone. No offense to Ben Grimm. So, there's that. And Lauren is sending me links in the chat that I can't click on in StreamYard. So, thanks for helping. Oh, what else? Good. Now he's spamming the chat. That's what we like. What if I just sat here quietly for 4 minutes? I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. I'm starting to panic. I did have an idea today, and I think I'm going to go ahead with that. We'll just announce her now. I'm currently at 185 subs. Once Saucy gets to 200, I'm going to figure out a thing. Probably some kind of contest. I mean, it is a contest. I mean, that's what we're doing. but I don't know what form it's going to take, but it'll be, you know, probably some kind of best comment wins or whatever the fuck, or just, I don't know, comment on the video. I'll put names in a hat. That's probably the way to do it. That way it takes out the potential bias. So, but once I get to 200, we'll do that. We'll figure that out. You know, the closer we get to that, the more set in stone I can make everything. The winner of this thing will be given a $20 Amazon gift card from yours truly. I think every 100 I'll do that, and I'll add fucking $10 to it. Hopefully that doesn't bite me on the ass too hard. But hey, man, if it's for views and subs and all that shit, it's worth it. Lauren asks, what's your favorite type of hate crime? I'm not allowed to talk about hate crimes anymore. It's part of the settlement. This actually might get me in trouble, but thanks. Thanks for helping. So I don't really have anything else. Let's get the old twitter.com/steaksauceotg. Pop over there if you want. Follow the old boy. Patreon.com/offthegrill podcast. I think since I've been such a piece of shit, I'm going to schedule like a AMA or something. I don't fucking know. Just something dumb and extra to add, just to apologize, wipe the slate clean so I don't feel like I have to like pump out 80 different fucking things to make up for what I missed. I'll feel better. But that's that. And I know Gypsy's not here today, but
the faggot of the opera.
Cool. So I bet that fucked up for everyone. I hate my fucking life. Well, say thanks to all my patrons. Big Crack Rock, Christian Hannah Harris, S'mores Indoors, Nick Ridza, Jay the Stingray, Jess Graham, Orc145626, Daniel Shine, Lauren Dixon, Mr. Bombastic, Retrocac, The Daily Ghost, Slaughterport, Ben Yukonevich, Brian Trash, and Ben Grimm. I want to thank all you guys for being here live. So see you next week. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. You were the fucking best. But that's it for me. Until next week, folks. Iris loves you.